I've been to over 50 countries. I'm not a minimalist backpacker. I rarely am a carry on only girl. I check a bag. I pack heavy. I go on long trips. And after all of that, I've realized there are so many travel products that are marketed like you absolutely need them, when in reality, they just add weight, bulk, and stress to your suitcase. So today, I'm talking about 10 travel products I personally would never buy again.
Welcome to World Wanderers.
We're Alicia and Will.
Come wander the world with us.
First up, over-ear noise-canceling headphones. This might be controversial, but over-ear noise-canceling headphones are not coming with me. Are they nice? Sure. Are they bulky? Absolutely. They take up a weird amount of space in your personal item, they don't pack down small, and I never use them on my trip outside of the plane ride. And honestly, a good pair of regular earbuds with white noise works just fine. I love my normal Apple AirPods, and then I just use the background noise setting on my iPhone to cancel out crying babies and annoying adults. My favorite noise settings are airplane or bright noise, and they block out sounds and help me sleep. So giant over-ear headphones for the space they take up, not worth it. Luggage tags are another thing I've totally done away with. Airlines rip them off all the time. They get snagged, they disappear, and they always look raggedy after about a week. And honestly, if your bag does get lost, what matters most is the tag the airline prints and the info inside your suitcase. I always put my contact info inside my luggage on an index card. And if I want my bag to stand out, I'll buy a unique color suitcase or tie a ribbon on the handle. And an air tag inside is worth way more than any dangling luggage tag. Next up, money belts and anti-theft bags. I've traveled to over 50 countries without wearing a money belt under my clothes or buying any special travel bag, and I've never had money or anything for that matter stolen. To me, they're uncomfortable, they're bulky, and they scream, "I'm hiding valuables." Instead, I wear a crossbody bag that zips closed and I stay aware of my surroundings. That's it. Situational awareness is more important than strapping hidden pockets to your body. If you look confident and stay alert, you're already ahead. Next up, travel hangers. I've seen so many people pack foldable travel hangers, and I just don't get it. If my clothes didn't travel in a garment bag on a regular hanger, that means that they were folded in my suitcase anyway. By the time I get to my hotel, I'm either hanging them on the hangers that are already there, or they're staying folded in my bag and they'll be just fine. Packing extra plastic hangers just adds bulk, and most hotels, Airbnbs, and cruise ships have hangers available anyway. It's solving a problem that doesn't really exist. Now let's talk about TSA liquid travel bottles. I used to buy all the tiny little bottles and refill them every trip. Even expensive ones leak under the right circumstances and airplane cabin pressure, and that mess is just such a hassle. So now I pretty much avoid that entire situation. I've switched to solid shampoo bars, solid conditioner, solid deodorant, and laundry detergent sheets. No leaks, no plastic bottles, no worrying about the 311 rule. I'll sometimes make an exception for a specific gel or cream, but even these little containers, which I found are the best, will leak under super thin liquids if you put them in there. Another thing I've foregone, cameras. I know photographers are going to come for me, and if you're a professional photographer or it's one of your hobbies, go for it. Bring the huge DSLR camera with the lenses and get those shots. But for most travelers, your phone is going to be more than enough. Phone cameras now are insanely good. They shoot 4K video, they do cinematic mode, they handle low light shockingly well, and even action videos come out great on new phones when doing a side-by-side comparison with a GoPro. A DSLR is heavy. It requires lenses, it requires charging batteries, and it requires protecting it. And you'll normally have to drag a large bag or backpack around all day, which is such a drag. And the biggest thing, when I switched to filming just on my phone, I found out that I filmed more because it was easy, it was accessible, and the shots came out of nowhere and I was ready for them. The next one is pretty niche, but I stopped bringing makeup wipes years ago. They're bulky, they dry out, and they're wasteful. Instead, I bring reusable cleansing cloths. You add water, you wipe your face, and you're done. My complexion is better than ever, and it doubles as a wash rag when you're in countries that only provide a hand towel or bath towel. They're lighter, they're better for the environment, and I'm not constantly buying disposable packs for every trip. One small cloth replaces an entire bag of wipes. There are tons of them out there, but I'll put a link in the description to these ones that I really like if you want to check them out. Another thing I've completely stopped packing, an umbrella. I cannot tell you how many times I've packed an umbrella and never used it. Because here's the thing, unless you carry it around with you everywhere, every day, you won't have it when it starts raining. Instead, I pack a lightweight rain jacket. It doesn't take up much space, I can throw it on instantly, and I don't have to juggle it in the crowds or on windy days. And if I ever desperately need an umbrella, there are normally pop-up vendors selling ones for cheap when it starts pouring. Next is a travel steamer or a travel iron. I see these all over Amazon and all over travel blogs. They look useful until you realize they're heavy. Most hotels do have an iron, and if they don't, you can usually request one. And honestly, if anything wrinkles, I just hang my clothes in the bathroom while I shower and let the steam do the work. Or I use a hair straightener to flatten collars or wrinkles. I'm not dedicating suitcase space to a mini appliance. Next is luggage covers. Luggage covers are one of those things that look like a good idea online, but luggage is meant to look traveled. Scratches happen, scuffs happen, and unless you're traveling with like Louis Vuitton luggage, and let's be real, why are you checking those bags? The more scuffed up your luggage is, the more impressed I am about how many places that bag has probably been. And if something punctures your bag, that thin cover isn't stopping it. In all the times my bag has been damaged, it's either been a puncture through the bag from God knows what, or it's been dented on a corner from a big impact, and a cover wouldn't have helped that anyway. Plus, you have to take it off for inspections, you have to wrestle it back on. It's just extra work for something cosmetic. I'd rather buy durable luggage and let it show the miles. Travel marketing is designed to make you feel like you're unprepared without all this gear. But after 50 plus countries, I've realized that most of the times less is easier. Less weight, less bulk, less stress moving through airports. And this is coming from someone who checks a bag and goes on long trips. So if you're packing for your next adventure, ask yourself, do I really need this? Let me know what travel products you stopped buying because I'm curious. I know we all have different things that are important to us, and that's totally fine. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more travel content. And if you want to hear what toiletries I always bring and that I think are totally worth it, I'll link that video next. Thanks so much for watching and safe travels.